So it's supposed to be beautiful out tomorrow in the 70s. I intend to go on a nice, close to 5-mile-per-hour walk to the mall and back. Not inside the mall, just to the mall and back. He and I figured it out, and it's about close to, probably is about 5 miles total. Here, Omar. Put One Republic's Counting Stars on my MP3 player. Bought the song for $1.29 from Amazon. And listened to it a few times on my walk that I went on last night. It wasn't 5 miles, it was I went exploring a little bit. I came back when it was dark, but I also went to CVS. I think my walk was probably about 3 miles. Probably about 3 miles. I decided to just pick up my mom. I toyed with the idea of getting her an Easter card, but I don't need to remind her that she's locked up in a mental hospital at Easter, you know. So in the end, I got her this. Just a blank card, cost $2.29 plus tax, Hallmark card. Besides the fact, if I did get her a card, she doesn't have her glasses, so she wouldn't be able to read it anyway. I found that out when I visited her. She couldn't even read the song lyrics I'd brought there for her to keep. And I printed them out kind of big, and she couldn't even read them. So if I did get her a card, she'd have to have somebody else read it anyway, so I got it blank. I'm not sure what I'm going to write inside. He's going to mail it from a different city, because obviously I'm not going to mail it around here. I don't want to, I'm trying to hide my location from my mom and anyone who's associated with her. So, my exact location. What am I going to write inside? What am I going to write inside? Something like, I don't know. Just wanted you to know that I love you and I'm thinking about you. I can't reach you at the hospital because I don't know where you are at this hospital, so if you want to, you want me to contact you, then please contact Cheryl, and Cheryl will give Cheryl the patient line so that Cheryl can contact you. And so Cheryl can tell me that you want to hear from me. Please, Mom, if you're in the position to do so, if you're up to it or whatnot, sign releases so I can't be shut off from knowing what's going on with you ever again. Be shut off from knowing. No, it's going to be short and sweet. I'm going to write it really big. I have a permanent marker. I'm going to write it big inside the card. So I can't write too much because I got to write it big so she can read it on her own. Take that money and watch it burn. Sink in the river the lessons I've learned. One republic's counting star. I would have never even known about that song. Two of the performers in the battle rounds female performers performed it on The Voice. So, and I liked it, and now it's on my MP3 player, and and it's original, and who actually wrote it and sings it and whatnot, One Republic. I've liked other songs of theirs. Watched Believe tonight. I've watched every episode so far. It's getting really good, that show. But I needed to stretch because I've been power walking, half power. I've been walking anyway for miles, and I need to stretch, and I haven't been stretching, so I went on the floor to stretch, and his dog wouldn't leave me alone, so I was teasing him, like, your dog obeys us as well as Omar does. But he said he got his dog to leave me alone because I can't stretch. His dog's big. His dog's funny. So he got his dog to leave me alone, and I was able to stretch. It's not midnight yet, so when I said last night, I should have said earlier this evening. I went for a walk late. It was after 7. Like I told him, I'm not worried about, it's not late at night and I'm walking on main roads. I'm not worried about, walking in the dark. It's not late. Just because it's dark, it's not late, I was home by a little before 9. He didn't put the flea, he probably doesn't have it. You don't fuck around with that kind of shit. And I'm sure there are a lot of poor people out there who have pets who don't purchase Advanix or Frontline Plus or whatnot to put it on their dogs, but I bet you most of them have to put up with their dogs getting fleas and ticks and whatnot on them. I don't understand that. And the thing is, if Omar had something like that on him, Omar's light, it'd be easy to spot. Omar's short-haired and he's light. My roommate's dog is a collie shepherd with dark hair. You won't even know if there's a tick on him or whatnot. We've already had enough warm days. I already told you, God, there was a tick on me the other night. I need to not go near bushes. Not overhanging branches, because I could get ticks in my head or whatnot. I need to not do that anymore. I did in the winter, but it's not winter, it's summer, it's spring. whatever, it's bug season. Hate most bugs. And tomorrow is going to be awesome. It's going to be in the 70s. I will definitely be going on my walk, my power walk. My grocery shopping. They didn't have my organic bananas. They didn't have my organic pumpkin seeds. I picked up, during my walk earlier this evening, I picked up the bananas at a local grocery store. We don't shop at, but you know, it'll serve its purpose if I need to pick up something little like that or whatnot. And as for the pumpkin seeds, well, I'll have to order them online. And I did my usual that I like to do when we go grocery shopping. I didn't like any of the selection of ice cream at this place. Stop and Shop has good organic selection, but I don't go to Stop and Shop. So, I go where he wants to go. And it has organic stuff, and it's cheaper. It has a pretty good, damn good selection, you know. And, so I wound up getting an endangered species. Wasn't organic, was non-GMO, almond cranberry, I think, or something. Dark chocolate. I didn't really enjoy it. But what I did enjoy was my ALICIA crackers that are made with organically grown wheat, but even they're not certified organic, so they probably have other stuff that's not organic. But I got them rather because they were less calories. I knew I'd wind up eating so many, and I got my organic cottage cheese, so that was my treat since I didn't enjoy my chocolate candy bar. I ate it all, but I didn't really enjoy it. But I definitely enjoyed my cottage cheese with the ALICIA crackers. And the whole box, I didn't eat the whole box, but the whole box of ALICIA crackers was like 400 something calories, whereas if I had purchased like late July sweet potato chips to dip in my cottage cheese, because I'd have something to dip in my cottage cheese, that's my treat, that would have been like over 1,000 calories or something. So I sacrificed buying organic chips or crackers in lieu of, having lunch, in lieu of purchasing crackers or chips that had a hell of a lot more calories. I bought non-organic that had less calories, the ALICIA crackers, and they're organically grown wheat, but I don't know what else they have in them. Not many ingredients, but they're not certified organic in any case. To be certified organic, it has to have, I don't know, I thought it had to have all organic ingredients, but then I've purchased things that say organic, and then it'll say in the fine print like only 70% organic or something. I don't know how it works. So I ate a little too much today, but not too bad. Not too bad. And because it was cloudy out a lot of the day, it didn't get warm up until later. I didn't have to do my ritual with the sheets and the boxes and the towels because I never took them off. I never took them off. grocery shopping, and then, you know. I really need to break in my sneakers or check them. Now that I've learned that you're supposed to have at the top of the foot a thumb's width this way. And that because your feet, when you're wearing sneakers, your feet swell. It's not the same as with shoes, but I learned that from I went to a place that sells only sneakers and whatever for sneakers, your feet swell. So my left foot is a size 11. My right foot is a size, I guess, a little more than 10.5. But you always have to size for your bigger foot. So technically, certain sneakers, they're like. So I'm like, what should I be wearing? I'm not a wide, but I'm like, but if I'm 11 and if the sneaker runs true to length, then it won't be enough. I'm like, what? I have to be in an 11.5. If I'm in, I was whining. I'm like, if I'm in an 11.5, then this other foot, my right foot, it's not even an 11. It's gonna be a lot bigger. And the guy's like, yeah, there's nothing you can do. You have to size for your bigger foot, and you have to just try out sneakers, and you know. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, even when there's online, you can order places free returns or exchanges, which I'll only order from that, where it's free exchange, but it's still a pain in the ass, you know. It's still a pain, but it's all you can do if you want to. You have to try it out. If you don't like it, you only can use it in the house. You know, you can't go outside with it. You know, it's possible to, since people lie, and I had asked him not long after I had moved in here, when I said, do you put some kind of fleece stuff like Advanix or Frontline Plus or whatever on your dog? He said yes. Maybe he was lying. Maybe he was, you know. I don't know. I just know that I have every right, I will have every right to be pissed if, you know, if fleas start getting on me or something because his dog gets fleas, you know, or if the house starts getting fleas. I have every right to be pissed, but what can I do about it? You can't force somebody to spend money on that stuff. I know it's pretty expensive because I know what I pay for it for Omar, and Omar's a little dog, you know. But you don't play around with that shit. You shouldn't. Even if you were somebody who doesn't believe in putting the poison in your dogs, you do other things. You use some kind of organic, natural stuff, or you have a flea comb and you search your dog every night for fleas or ticks. I mean, you have to do something. You can't play around with stuff like that. You can't. I have one or both of those sneakers I have in the closet that I haven't taken the tags off that are from New Balance. I have enough room if I determine that there's enough room in the toe box. If I really should break one or both for those pairs in, I'd want to break one of them in and I want to wear them. I would love to wear them tomorrow, because I will definitely be walking for my 5-mile walk. Tomorrow it's supposed to be in the fucking 70s. didn't even know when Easter was. I saw Easter cards, and then I asked a CVS person who was on the floor. I said, she was like, "Can I help you find anything?" I'm like, "No, but can you tell me when Easter is?" And she's like, "It's a week from today." And I'm like, "Oh, next Sunday." She's like, "Yeah." But in the end, I decided, no, I get my mom an Easter card. They're real expensive anyway. You know, I can just give my mom that cute little card, for a couple bucks. Poor mommy. Poor mommy. I bought like 22 CG yogurts today, only because I use one a day, and I was just about out, and I was able to reach back, and I got all coconut, only a couple of vanilla, but I got ones later dated. I got some that were dated 4/28, and those would say last 2 weeks. But then I got a whole bunch that were dated May 12th, which was be like a month from now. So, and yogurt lasts past the date anyway, fine, a little bit past anyway. I have 5 I need to use up, but I'm not worried. The yogurts aren't gonna. I use one a day, pretty much. Occasionally I'll have 2. My world, my life, my thoughts. Really joke. I'm gonna be a straight-A student. If you are, then you think too much. That's all I've ever done is think too much. Think and think and think and think about everything under the sun. I obsess, I analyze, I just trying to get into the heart of existence. In the end, this is what I come up with. We're here and we don't know why. Of course, I'm on a planet with a whole bunch of, as far as I'm concerned, arrogant people who think they 100% know why we're here. Or who, what put us here. But for those of you who share my sentiments, we don't know why the fuck we're here. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, we want to believe that we matter. We don't actually know that we matter, but we want to believe that we matter. Now let's just suppose we decide, some of us, but the thing is, you don't want to start thinking that we don't matter. And the reason for that is, remember, all this stuff that I believe, I can't always feel down to my very, gut, but it's really what I believe. Just like I believe we shouldn't harm animals, people say, okay, well, we have to eat them, okay, but they don't, we shouldn't have them suffer unnecessarily. And even if, this gets very deep, but there are people that think, oh, the animals don't matter at all. And I think, well, there could be alien beings who would think the same thing about us. We don't matter at all. If we were unable to communicate with them in their language the way animals are not able to communicate with us in our language. So I think about the animals. And I also think about, alright, we can't think that we don't matter. There's a number of reasons for that. First of all, without getting too deep, I know that there are a lot of people, even not necessarily in the United States, could be in other countries, could be whatever, but anyway, there are people out there, in power, not in power, or there are people who we have to matter, because if we don't matter, there are people who would jump on that and do bad things, If we don't matter, then who cares? If, look at the Holocaust, and they experimented on human beings. So if we don't matter, then people who will pounce on that. Well, you don't matter, so we can do whatever we want. We can experiment on you, and there are people who want human beings to not have their individuality anymore. Every human being should be the same as every other human being. We should all think alike, and blah, blah, blah. And also, if you're like me, you don't want to be here. I've made I've not hidden that. I've made no statement to the contrary. I don't want to be here, okay? But I certainly wouldn't want someone else to decide to, you know what I mean? Even people who don't want to be here, even people who are going to kill themselves, they don't want to be tortured. They don't want to, okay, just because if I decide I want to kill myself, but I don't want to be tortured, I don't want to be, a human experiment like happened to so many, the Jewish people in the Holocaust. I don't want to become a sex traffic slave, you know what I mean? So there are people like me, oh yeah, maybe we don't exactly like existence or whatnot, but we don't want you, as in anybody, to say, okay, well then you don't matter and you're just a thing and I can do whatever the fuck I please with you. Because you're just a machine, you're just a body, you're just whatever, okay? So that's why it gets really deep. I've never felt God or the God force the way a lot of you out there have. I've just never felt that. I've never felt like there's a being out there who loves me, who cares about me, but think about all the shit I went through. But I still want to believe that we matter. I really do. Do I know that we matter? Do I know for sure? No. I do know certain things for sure, though. And that is, regardless of whether there's a being out there who loves us, or if we regardless of that, none of us want to become human experiments or of human trafficking, become sex slaves or be tortured or just used, like when we turned those blacks into into our slaves. We so-called superior whites 200 years ago, whatever. It's such bullshit. Even the people who don't want to be here, who are planning right now to kill themselves, okay, which I don't believe we're supposed to do, but what the fuck do I know, Even those people do not want someone else to make that decision for them, okay? They don't want someone else to decide, I'm going to kill you. And they definitely don't want someone else to say, okay, well, if you don't want to be here and you don't like life, well, I can do whatever I want to you, and I can turn you into my sex slave, or I can experiment on you like human experiments, or you don't matter, you don't think you matter because you're going to kill yourself, so why can't I? No, they don't want that. Even suicidal people don't want to be tortured or to become a human experiment or to become become someone's sex slave or something, like what's going to happen to that woman, the young girl in Taken, Liam Neeson's daughter in the movie, and he saved her, so I don't know where any of this is leading. I just know, I don't know, there's certain things that I believe. It's just, I have difficulty feeling it down to my gut. But you have to understand, I've experienced a lot of abuse in my life, and a lot of this, a lot of that, And I'm not normal, and I know damn well that I can't fall in love, so I'm not gonna have that so many people have and take for granted, I can watch it play out in movies, and I can get all tingly inside, and oh, that's nice, whatever, but it's not in the cards for me, and it's okay. And the reason it's okay is because there are certain things we all have to accept about ourselves, or we'll just all go mad, You can wish the kingdom come. My mom desperately, she's close to 70. She desperately wanted to believe that guy. She met in the nut house last summer, almost a little less than a year ago, last July, that he loved her, that she was gonna get to be with him, and he's probably, if that, 40, you know. And then when, you know what I mean? We can all want things, but if there's things you're just not gonna have, and you know it, there's things you have to accept about yourself. Just like a small person. I'm not gonna use the M word, I think that's politically incorrect, but I don't know what you're supposed to use instead of the M word, but, you know, or the D word, or, you know, a person that's like 2 feet tall or something. I don't know what's the correct term for a person of that stature, of you know, diminutive stature. But in any case, they could wish to kingdom come that they were not that they were normal and, you know, of the height, you know, of most people, most human beings and whatnot, and this, that, whatever. But in the end, wishing isn't going to make it so, okay? If I know that love is not in the cards for me because I am not capable of falling in love, if I just spend all my time being upset or obsessing over romantic movies and be like, I'm never gonna have that, or romantic songs or love songs, or you know, watching shows like Parenthood, or even any of those sitcoms where they love each other and blah blah blah, then I would be miserable all the time, wouldn't I? I would be miserable. I can't change who I am. I can't force myself to be somebody who can fall in love. You know, I would be miserable. So you find other things. You just, you know, like I said, just because I can't have that doesn't mean I can't hopefully eventually find a guy I can have a lot of fucking fun with, you know. Have flings, have whatever. But I intend to be very picky, because I can be picky, simply because I'm not after the white picket fence and all that crap. And if I want what I want, and I can be picky, especially when I haven't, you know, it's been so long for me, and I've had such bad experience with that throughout my life with various men, and, you know, So for what it's worth, and it really is worth much, that's my take on life. And I can't say for certain that I would never commit suicide. As it stands right now, I don't have any intention of doing such a thing. But how can I say for certain? I don't know the future. Nobody knows the future. And I would hope that I would never do that. I would hope so. I mean, but I don't want to be here. And I haven't wanted to be here for so fucking long. You know. I don't hide that. I've said it over the years periodically out here, but I've also said it to people I've known in real life, you know. I've said it to friends. Joe knows it. Doug knew it. I mean, we're talking 20-something years ago. I mean, I just never cared for existence because I'm a misfit. I just, you know. But like I said, even if I don't want to be here or whatnot, nobody on this planet is going to tell me how to think, how to behave, whom I'm, you know, supposed to be attracted to or not. As in, if I don't want to date outside my race, I'm not going to do it. If I'm not attracted to a certain guy for whatever reason, I don't have to be, yada, etc., 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 okay? That's what I mean by that. And you're not going to tell me, you're not going to put limitations on me. All of that crap, you know? While I'm here, I refuse to conform to anything society expects from me except for, you know, you don't hurt anybody, you don't, you know, break the law or do anything like that or whatever, but all the other crap, no. One thing I've always been is an individual, and I'm not going to change. And I promote that, and I promote it very, very deeply, even looking into the bullshit of people who say, well, you know, it's shallow if you won't date a certain kind of person or whatever. You should then, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. No one's going to tell me anything. You're not going to tell me who I am, what I should think, what I should believe in regards to existence or life or the universe or God or even in regards to sex and dating and whatnot. And I don't have to be attracted to anybody. I don't have to, you know, anything. I don't have to. I don't have to do anything. I don't even have to stay alive if I don't want to. I could kill myself. So you're certainly not gonna, you know, with that woman 20-some-odd years ago at Friendly's. But that's really shallow, Laura. You won't date a guy who has a beard or mustache. Tough shit. Tough shit. How I feel, you know, because there's so many men who contact me via these dating websites, you know, like, I'm not interested. I'm not physically attracted to him, and I don't fucking care, okay? If I'm not attracted to you, I'm not attracted to you. Go find somebody else. No. That's the way it goes. And that's how I feel. I don't feel anybody has a right to put restraints on anybody else in regards to anything, even making them feel bad because, or you know, even a guy making you feel bad because, you know, he sends you your picture via the dating website and you're not attracted to him. Tough shit. Go away. Find someone else. That's how I feel. I don't expect anybody to like me or be attracted to me. And like I said, there are men who think I'm pretty, but they're not. They're turned off by my mind. Who cares? Go find someone else, you know. Yeah, it hurts to be rejected. I was rejected by this guy. He wasn't super attractive. He was attractive enough, and I liked him a lot. I liked his mind, and I turned him off, and he rejected me, and it's like, oh, well, you know, it's the way it goes. But I don't think he's a horrible person. I can't stand these people who like say about so-and-so, she's so shallow, you know, he won't date a bad. Why can't you see past bad? Don't care. I don't care. Okay? No one's ever going to force me to do anything anymore. Okay? They're not going to force me to do anything or to think any way, or I'm done with it all, you know? Done with it. Done with it. Yeah, I'll give you an example. If I really liked a guy and he had a great personality and we connected or whatnot, but I can't get past the fact that he's a couple inches shorter than me, oh well, that's life, you know what I mean? I'm not going to condemn myself. I'm not going to force myself if I don't want to be with a guy shorter than me, period. Okay? Period. It doesn't matter how much we connect intellectually or whatnot, you know? I don't care. The same goes with a guy who's significantly overweight or has any beard or mustache or whatnot. I don't even respond to men on these dating websites if they don't pass my initial screening. I don't even write back to them. I don't say anything, you know. Except sometimes they don't have pictures, and then it gets awkward. And then if you have them send you a picture, then you have to say, sorry, I don't like. It's just I don't like it. But that's how I feel, because it all ties in to me. Even telling somebody, you know, this world wants to tell you how to be, how to think, what, you know, who, just anything. Or it all ties in, even when it comes to sex and dating and whatnot, you know. I was at Man Ray one time, and some guy came up to me. It was a long time ago, 15 years ago, whatever, I don't know. He came up to me, and he's like, my friend really wants to get to know you. He's beautiful, okay? He pointed out his friend. His friend was more, like, obese, probably, I don't know, maybe 400 pounds or something. I just walked away. Maybe his friend is beautiful. Maybe he has the most beautiful mind and soul and whatnot. I don't care. I don't care if it's shallow to whatever, you know. I don't care. I'm not even, you know, I don't care. I really don't. I don't care. I don't. In a perfect world, it wouldn't, you know, like I said in the other video, if we all looked the same, then it would be different. We would only care about somebody's mind. We weren't designed that way. I've read that there are even reasons why men like the hourglass figure, but very few women have it. I have that. It's like 5% of all women have that. It's very rare. 8, something very, very rare. I've read about it. But you know what I mean? If we all looked the same, like they always, in the movies, they always feature aliens. You notice how they always feature aliens? Like, with the heads, and they all look the same. But we don't know that. That's just whatever. They all look the same, but we don't. We're all different. But if we did all look the same, then we would only be basing who we wanted to fuck, or who we wanted to date, or who we wanted to marry on who we connected with intellectually, mentally, right? Right? Think about that. If we all look the same, that's how it would be. That's how it would be. It would only be a connection who you connected with intellectually, in the mind, whatever. But for whatever reason, even if we're just here, you know, people who believe in reincarnation believe we're here just to learn And we learn more, as far as I'm concerned, if reincarnation is the truth. Remember, I don't profess to know anything about anything, okay? I don't know why we're here. I don't know what the truth is. I just know that we're here. Okay? But if reincarnation was the truth, then you learn more with everyone being different, as opposed to if we all looked this. You know what I mean? You learn more about you grow more and everything like that, dealing with all different people and nationalities and stuff, whatever. But imagine if we did all look the same. If we all looked the same, we would only connect with people up here. We would all look the same, but we'd all be different inside. You get it? Interesting theories. Now, this is how I think, because it's not how it is. In a perfect world, it would be. In a perfect world, you know, if you really liked somebody, and some people are able to do this, but most people don't, you know. If you really liked somebody, but you weren't physically attracted to them at all, you could say, you could overlook it and still be with that person and whatnot. It happens sometimes, but for the most part it doesn't, okay? I wasn't even at Mary that time. I wasn't even going to give that guy the time of day. He was huge. I was not physically attracted to him. I'm not even going to talk to him. Why would I? Why would I? So then I'd have heard his... I'm not... No. You're not going to tell me who I should be with or how I should feel or how I should think. Nobody. Nobody on this planet's going to do that. Nobody. About anything. I'm a free thinker. I always have been. And I'm an individual, you know. I don't conform. I never have. It's usually a lonely way to be, you know. People want other people to be just like them. They want you to be like everyone else. And I've always been a loner in a way. But I can't be any other way. My poem for now. I never wanted normal things. I cringe when I hear a child screaming. Want to hop back in my bed, continue dreaming. The only man who'll want to be with me is one who is able to see the wizard has the curtain closed. But you notice what the next line is. It's not what I would have chose. To be so aware of the absurdity. Maybe there's no hope for me when I know what I can't be. I can't be normative, can only try to live in this strange world I'll never understand, you know? That poem sums me up perfectly. I wrote that poem. I didn't even try to write it. I was laying in bed next to Donald, and this happened. I wrote this poem not too long before, you know, Donald nearly ended my life for good. Or at the very least caused me to be like paralyzed for life or some such shit. Or brain damage or a vegetable or whatnot. But I was lying in bed with him and giving him scratches on his back or whatnot, I don't know. No, I was just lying next to him, and I thought of that poem, and it just came out of me, and it didn't take me long to write it, and it's a long poem. It's like 3 typed pages. It sums me up perfectly. You're all lost in your drama. You put on all your armor while I lay myself naked before you. I feel death's constant presence, so I am left defenseless. This is just something I am forced to do. Knowing the price for me, you'll whisper, oh, she's crazy, and go on with your little lives. Or else you put me down, wish I was not around to force you to open up your eyes. You know? was a prodigy. I wrote this, I don't know, a few years ago. I was a throwaway child who refused to be an unrecognized prodigy. But as things often go, I eventually simply stopped caring what happened to me. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Wrote Tell Me It'll Be Okay when I was 15, when I'd been through so much hell, and my dad was treating me like shit, and I never expected it, because when he used to visit, you know, I used to see him every once in a while. He treated me like a princess. But when I moved in and my mom went crazy and she couldn't take care of me and whatnot, then it was a whole other story, and it wasn't expected. I thought he was going to make things better and show me the love I needed so desperately from him, but he didn't. And I still wrote Tell Me It'll Be Okay. I don't have the answers to anything, though at 15 years old. I don't have the answers to anything, though I wish I did. I wish I could open up my soul inside and give everything I have to give. Because the world needs a little help right now. It's not doing very good. And maybe I could help somehow. If somebody only tell me it'll be okay. Tell me things are gonna change. Because I'm so afraid.